Okay, so I just wanted to share with you real quick some of the things that I do as far as getting my room and getting myself organized for back to school. So of course I have my plan book, but before I show you that, before I can work on my plans, first I need my schedule from the office and class lists. So I take my schedule and I create little codes for each of the teacher names and grade levels. So for example, if grade 2 was Mrs. Smith, I would do 2S. And I also color code these. So I do third grade as blue, second grade as green, first grade as orange, and kindergarten as red. So you can see how my grade levels change throughout the day. I also write underneath that the times, and then I leave that as just blank spaces, the rest of it for filling in, and then I make copies of my schedule as a calendar for me to keep track of what we're doing week by week. So this is a weekly plan, and so for this week I have day 1 is the rules, and then if I see that class again, I do Tuesdays and Thursdays. Day 2 is the target circle design. So I can take those and fill in my lesson plan book. So I make a copy of that, I put it in my plan book. Okay. And the other copy I leave on my desk. And then I make another copy to take home. So I always have that in my take-home bag. So then the next page in my plan book is the plan for the week written out with the New York State standards for art education and vocabulary words, the title of the lesson. This is art class rules and target designs. My goal is to use lines, shapes, and colors to create art. The vocabulary words for the lesson, and any Kagan structures that I might want to incorporate, the artistic medium and supplies. Kagan is basically cooperative learning, and then the medium, of course, is, the paper, the pencils, the markers, whatever we're using. And then real quick, I just explain the what we're doing on day 1, color the rules handout, go over the rules, consequences, and rewards, discuss them, possibly watch a story from the slides, and while the students are working and coloring, I do the seating chart. And then they take those home, and then day 2 is to draw and color a target circle design inspired by Sonia Delaney's electrical prisms, watch a story from the slides, take home the circle design artwork. So then on the next part of my plan book, I have an example of what they're coloring, our art class rules, we've gone over that. And I also tab that at the top here with a just a little piece of paper that says today. So I move that over for the following week's lesson. And then on the other side here, I have just the beginning of my target design lesson. I didn't fill this one whole one in. Sometimes I'll make a color copy of my teacher product. But for this one, I had a teacher product that I had started for my video, so I thought I'll just use this one. And then, of course, I also have these examples, these paper copies also on the board. So for students to see the paper copy in case the electronics are not working. So as a backup, everything is also in Google Slides. And then stories to watch. We like to watch our classroom as a family. And another story for the beginning of the school year that's good is The Dot. Okay, so beyond that, I also create my seating charts. So I have all of the tables facing forward, okay? So you can see the seats are along the backs of the tables. Everyone's facing forward to the room. I have the inner right board screen in the front of the room, and anything else that I need them to see in the front. And I also have the tables color coded, so I try to go in rainbow order, and then I add in a few more colors. So then with these seating charts, they're blank right now because I'm going to be filling those in on the first day of school. Then I also added these tabs, which is something that I learned from one of my student teachers. So on the side here is the tab for this class. And then the next class that's coming in is going to be on Tuesday when students start. The next class is here, and then the next one, and so on. So I'm able to quickly put them in order because of the tabs. And then they have I put the class code here on the end. All right, and then so for the next day, I can just pull these out, and then I can just pull on the paper seating chart with the tab, get them in order for the next day before I leave, and then my seating charts are all set to go. Because my classes generally come back to back, and there's no time to be adjusting and trying to find the next seating chart. It just needs to be ready to go. So I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you are looking forward to your first day of school, and I wish you the best of luck to have a great year, and I will just keep posting my lessons and my ideas as they come. Thanks. Have a really great day.